Okay, today we have a very exciting video. We are comparing the Chanel Mini and the Medium Classic Flap and whether it's worth the $11,000 splurge. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I do post videos every week. Okay, so we're gonna start with the unboxing, which has a little bit of story time to it because you're gonna be like, how the hell did this girl / why did she get a medium classic flap after literally just making a video about why it's not worth it? So we have story time, and then also I'm gonna try on the bags as to like how it fits on me, how I personally like to wear it, and then also we're gonna do a what fits, and so you can really compare like the sizes of like each of the bags and if it makes sense to, you know, get the bigger one versus the small one. And then of course I have a few thoughts, review pros and cons of each at the end. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with our fake unboxing. So realistically, I'm gonna be honest, oftentimes when I am unboxing things, I've already opened it before. That probably shouldn't be a shocker to you, but I'm letting you guys know now. So I do have my hands on a medium classic flap. It is not new, and it's also not mine. If I can get this box to open. Okay, we got it. It's also not mine. I actually have it on loan from Luxe du Jour, which I kind of talked about in a TikTok. Like, I'm not out here buying these expensive handbags. This is actually part of a collaboration that I'm doing with them on TikTok. And I figured since I already have the bag on hand, I might as well, you know, make some more YouTube content out of it and compare. So it does come in the Chanel box, which we love. I think you guys are really gonna like this color because, and I chose this because it wasn't like just original like black color. Here she is. Moment of truth. Also, if you guys paid attention to some of my like Instagram stories, you would have seen it in the background already, but I'm sorry, but look at this pink. Is this not so freaking cute? This is the medium classic flap. I don't know what year this is. It is in lambskin. And I want to say this is on the older side because the gold is still like very gold. I feel like the newer styles of the gold hardware, it's kind of like a light gold, champagne gold hardware. I don't know what I'm basing that off of. I'm not exactly a Chanel expert, but here she is. I do have this on loan for a few more days, and I haven't taken this out. I'm just like creating content with it, and this is not mine. As I've said, this is on loan, and I will be sending this back. But I figured since we have this bag and we have the mini, we might as well compare each one, which one's worth it, because this one, if you get it new, is $11,000 and this one is half that price. So we're gonna see which one's worth it and how much it fits, if there's even that big of a difference.
Okay, so this is how it fits on me. Again, I'm 4'11", I'm pretty petite. I love how it looks as a shoulder bag and as a crossbody, like has a higher sitting crossbody. However, with the mini, it like, again, with no chain adjustments, it's a little bit too long for me, in my opinion. And then you can also double up the strap, but I don't love how this looks. You can finagle the strap, so it's like shorter. So that's usually what I do. Okay, this is the medium flap packed to the brim. So here's everything that's inside. I already stuffed it. So we have our sunglasses. We took out our AirPods. You're also able to fit a scrunchie, of course, hand cream, and a lippy. Then, of course, we have our card holder, our phone. This is an iPhone 14 Pro, and a full-size wallet. And that's pretty much it. Now, let's put all of the same stuff back into the mini. So the first thing, a full-size wallet is not going to fit in the mini. It just barely fits, but it doesn't really fit. The iPhone 14 Pro does, plus a card holder and our sunnies. Also able to fit some hand cream and our lippy and AirPods and a scrunchie. So literally everything except for the full-size wallet fits. So honestly, not that big of a difference.
Okay, so now that we know how it fits and what fits, let's talk about which one I prefer. So obviously the Chanel Classic Flap is a popular bag for many reasons. And I think like this is a beautiful bag. This is a beautiful color. I love how this fits on me in terms of the strap. The mini, I feel like the strap is a little bit too long on me. So I do have these like chain adjusters, or you can just use a ribbon and tie it so it fits better on me. I prefer my crossbody sitting a little bit higher. This, I don't have any like need for a chain adjustment. I love the way that it fits doubled up as a shoulder bag like this. I also love how it fits when it's just like this as a kind of like a higher sitting crossbody. And granted, I am on the shorter side, so I'm able to wear it that way, but I do not love the double flap. And let me explain. So there's two flaps here. I feel like it really minimizes the capacity in how much this bag actually fits because of the double flap. It makes the bag a lot heavier than it needs to be. And we're only speaking on like when you're actually using the bag, not about like the fashion history, whatever, right? It's just not very practical. Like I am out and about, I'm like, you know, just trying to like get things out of my bag to pay, and you have to open up two flaps. Even if this second flap isn't buttoned, it's still kind of this extra layer of things that you do need to get into. And then also this is pretty like prone to getting scratched. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is like kind of scratched up. And obviously this is not a new bag, but that's just an extra thing that will get scratched and get wear and tear. I personally feel like this was too big on me. This is the medium. I don't really have a use for a bag this size. This is kind of like, because it's not like that big, but the size itself is big, but it doesn't fit a lot. I don't know if that makes sense, because there's some bags like the Speedy that don't look very big, but it fits a ton. This looks kind of big, but because it's so thin and narrow, it doesn't fit that much. And I don't really have a need for a bag this size. I think on my frame, I would probably prefer a small, so I do get the doubled up effect, and then also can still wear it as a crossbody, as like a higher sitting crossbody, compared to this size, which I feel like is a little bit too big on me. However, that's where we get into territory of the mini. When I was doing a ton of research on this bag before I decided to buy it, people were comparing the medium, the small, and the mini. And the mini and the small apparently have the same capacity, because the mini only has one flap and the small has double flaps. So because of the double flap, you're just not fitting as much. And in general, the bag is a lot heavier than the mini. Speaking on just the sizing, I think on my frame, the small would be better. The mini is also a great size, but I would prefer being able to double up the strap. Like if I was able to double up the strap on this and keep it as a single flap, this would have been the answer, like easy. However, let's be honest, price is such a big deciding factor in which bag you're gonna get. Do you really want to spend $11,000 on one bag when you can spend half the amount and get a very similar, if not the same look for less? Like, I'm gonna say go with the mini. That's purely a price and functionality decision. Like, this is half the price. You can spend the other $5,000 on a Lady Dior, on literally anything else that your heart desires. And this bag is just, it's a lot lighter. I do wish that you could double up the strap, but you can kind of finagle it and double it up that way, and you still kind of get that same look. The only thing is that it's not as simple as like yes or no, because you can't exactly walk into a Chanel store more often than not saying that you can never, but more often than not, you can't just walk into a Chanel store and be like, okay, I would like to buy this mini. I wanted a black with gold hardware. It's not that easy to come by, and I think that's why either a lot of people go the resell pre-loved route, or they end up just getting a classic flap, because the classic flap has been easier to get. Like, we opened up a new Chanel store. Granted, they did have minis there, which I was very shocked by, but even the Chanel store in San Francisco, they've always had classic flaps, but they never have minis. There's apparently like very long wait list for the minis, at least when I was trying to get mine. So if it was as simple as you can walk into the store, try on both, which one would you like to get for obviously the price that they retail at, then the mini's kind of a no, like it's an easy answer. But it you kind of have to jump through a few more hoops if you do want to get the mini. I still think that the mini is worth it if you were to get the resale route. You can look at Facebook groups, even like Fashion File, smaller consignment stores that are still very like new looking, and they may not be brand new, but you can get them for about $5,000. The most I've seen for a mini is like $8,000, but it's like that caramel color that everybody's been wanting. So I think if you're to get like kind of a normal, less popular color, less in demand color, I think you're able to get it for a little bit over retail, but not like a significant amount. And it's still going to be way cheaper than the classic flap. So that kind of sums it up for this video. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this comparison video was helpful for you. I feel like when I'm making a decision between two bags, I like to see like what fits in them, if it's really worth that extra price tag. I personally don't think it is, but let me know in the comments if you're still shopping and buying classic flaps at the price that it is now. I know a lot of people aren't, but I probably am not Chanel's target demographic. They want someone who is going to, you know, casually drop the $11,000 on a black bag and not think about it, and I'm definitely not one of those people. So let me know if you think that it's still worth it, if you would still get it. I love my mini. I have nothing but good things to say about this bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!